All right, what's up, everybody? Treetop Garage, we're back for a new video, and we're going to be doing something that I was wanting to wait on. And I decided to do it now because I'm kind of running out of new parts that I can put in my car. So today we're going to be, and I apologize because I had made an intro before earlier in the day, and either it didn't record or whatever. I don't know what happened, but this is actually after the fact. But we're going to be working on the trunk lid. Now, some of you guys may have seen the trunk lid in some earlier videos. Basically, the whole bottom part of it was cut off when I got it. So I did find a new brace section in the car when I was cleaning it out. So we went ahead and I had some rolled up steel pieces, some sheet metal that I was able to cut some off, and it was all curved because it was rolled up. So I had to straighten it out. And anyway, I'm going to show you I did get a bunch of video of that. So we're going to put that in so you guys can watch that whole part of us, and me and my son installing it. And then I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the video. And it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll put the video in now after this little section. You guys just see what all we did, and then I'll do a wrap up at the end, which will be in about 2 seconds. So, but I did lose that first part. So anyways, guys, I'm going to pause you. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. We got our panel tacked up. This brace was in the car, so we had to trim it to fit the brace that's in the trunk lid that's still there. So now, this panel was rolled up, so I had to straighten it. It's kind of wonky right now, but it's fairly straight right on the bottom side. And we have to do more tacking on this, but I also put a crease right there. And how I did that was I just took a piece of angle iron that I had, I marked the center, and I just pushed it, because it's not a real pronounced angle on the trunk lid on this back side, that from what I can tell from this brace where it's shaped right there on the bottom. So now what I did, as you see, I put a cut here, because that's the way when we start to roll this panel upwards, Just going to want to close that up a little bit, and I can finish my yeah. This is going to be cut off probably a little bit more too. So, and this isn't totally straight, which is fine. I could fix that. It's going to need a little bit of body filler anyhow. But I figured this would be the best way to get this the way we want it shape-wise, just because it was rolled up and I had to straighten it. So there's a little bit of waves in it right now. Shouldn't be a big deal once we get it all attached. I can work it a little bit. It's going to need grind down. It's going to need sanded down, whatever. So I did leave a little extra on the bottom, only to weld to. This is a little bit rusty. You know, obviously this is rusty on the bottom side of this brace, but I could fix that once it's all done. So I'm not going for complete perfection. I just want to get this thing to where the trunk lid is one piece and good to go. So I had to cut off these. We should be about ready to try to fit this in here and see how it goes. These are cut off, like I said, to the right length, so we're good there. Hopefully this metal is long enough. It should be long enough, but I measured it long on purpose. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get it fitted in there. So let me pause you. We'll set the camera up down there in the back, and we'll see what we can do with this thing. so we got all this thing all welded. We got it all tacked together. I should say that. It's not welded in all the way. I am going to have to do a little bit of trimming. One of the gaps on the driver's side doesn't really line up. It's kind of tight right now, the gap. It's going to need a little massaging and stuff, but let me show you what we got. So I'm going to have to pause you, and I'll turn you around here, so hold on. All right, so this is what we got. So we got it all pretty much the right shape. I think the camera's making it look a little funny right here, but it's not. It's all good here. It's all good here. This side here was it's a little bit this way back, but I think the whole panel is this way, so I don't know if it needs moved or what. And we do have a little bit of, it sticks out right here. Now, I did notice that this panel being rolled, and because it was like this, I took and I kind of pushed it around when it was still just sheet metal before we welded it to the brace. And I did kind of put a couple divots in it when I was trying to flatten it out. So there's like a low spot right there. A nice crease right here. Actually worked out well. And when I put that cut in it right here, as you guys know, it did actually close up as we were working our way this way. It kind of made it close up in the center, so that worked out well. There's a few spots in the top here that I'm going to have to probably redo. And I may go ahead and just take my grinder, now that it's tacked in place, and just kind of cut a little bit at a time so I can get some nice butt welds where I can get it flat, because it's going to be hard to smooth this out and make it look right with it overlapped like that. But for the most part, it came out pretty good. Now, one thing I did notice is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I had a second piece of a brace that was in the car because somebody had cut it off right here. So I took the piece of the brace that was in the car, and we got it centered in here with this line. And we were able to get some tacks onto the brace, but it's going to need a little more work. This bottom edge right here is going to need another piece going across. And I'm going to have to probably do a little bit right in here. The brace wasn't the best, but this trunk lid is pretty much unattainable. I mean, I couldn't find one anywhere, and so I decided to just go ahead and just try to make a piece. So, but we got most of our good contours. This is all good here. We're pretty good there. I need to do a lot of grinding on it, obviously, from the welding. But for the most part, I mean, it shuts good. The gap's a little funky over here, which ain't a big deal. It does need a little bit more work, but it looks pretty good, and it looks like everything's going to be good here. You also have this piece. This goes in the center, like right here. And once it's all done, I plan on putting this in there, and hopefully that'll be like the final touch, I think. But let me pause you. We'll come back and I'll wrap this up. It went really good. Hopefully I got enough video of it. Let me real quick. Let me show you the other side here. Just so you guys can see this other side. It came out pretty good, I think. And when there was nothing there, basically just a little bit under where this is was all gone. Even the brace was cut off. So let me pause you. We'll come back. All right, guys. So that's about it. Actually went pretty good. I was hoping it would go good. That thing has multiple body lines to it. It kind of dishes inward, and it also has that body line in the center. It came out pretty good. It's not done by any means. I still have to do some inside work try to brace it up on the inside a little bit. The braces were welded together. The brace that I had in the car that somebody put in there came with it, but I think it's out of a different year because the widths and stuff aren't totally perfect on the two outside ones. There's 4 braces that come down. They come into a main thing on the bottom, which you guys saw earlier. So there's going to be a little messing around with that, which ain't a big deal. We can do that. I'm not going for perfection on the trunk lid because it's not going to be open that much, and it's not like going to be something everyone's going to see. So I just want to get it functionable and where it looks decent on the outside. So And plus I got that piece I want to put on too when it's all done with the body work. I'll put that on there. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was a pretty fun day. We did get a few other little things done, some little welding stuff inside and that for the around the steering column, that little plate. But yeah, he came over. I wanted to do that. We are gonna work on the 64 today. I actually wanted to see if I can get the motor to turn over with a breaker bar, just to see if it'll turn. But it's been raining like pretty much all this afternoon when he was here, so he just left like about 20 minutes ago. So we didn't get a chance to do anything with that. I'm hoping to get him back here to come out here again in the next few weeks, next week or two. We can do that, and I want to put the hood on it to keep it kind of sealed off from the elements a little bit more. So we'll be working on that hopefully soon. I'm not going to start really working on that Impala until springtime because I want to get this car done and get it kind of running and driving, hopefully. But yeah, if you guys have not yet, like I always say, give me a thumbs up for sure. And if you want, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the channel out, and I want to grow this channel up. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you're watching this, like I said, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you would. And we'll be doing a little bit more on that here in the next, probably maybe another video or two, working on that. And I want to get to some of the stuff in the front brakes, front steering. Well, the steering is done, but I need to do some. I got brake lines coming. I did order the brake lines and the fittings, proportioning valve, and I want to run a fuel line because I want to run a fuel cell in the trunk. So, but I still need to put a trunk floor in, but that's after I put the rear shocks, which I have not ordered those. I did order front shocks, which will be sometime this coming week. I'll be getting those and the fuel line or the brake line. Oh, sorry. And we're going to do all that here in the next week or so. So there's other videos going to be coming out. We're going to be doing some more stuff for sure. But it's going to, right now, because of the holiday, like I said, there's not going to be a whole lot of, I'm not going to be buying a whole lot of parts. It's going to be stuff that I can do without costing me much, like some other inside stuff and maybe some more, a little bit of body work inside and outside. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry I've been rambling on for the last probably 5 minutes now, but it had to be said, I guess. We'll be doing some more on this as I can afford to do stuff and some stuff I can do for free. So anyways, guys, like I said, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.